Dude, he like crunches them off his hand. Boom. Dude, a full-size parrot flies out over the thing, and I'm just like, dude, this is magic. Like, I'm like, how? Like,
I know.
I don't understand how this can happen.
Yeah, we're gonna take it up a few notches right now. See if y'all can keep up.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 97 of the ScruffCast. I'm John.
And I'm Dan.
97. We're really getting there.
We're almost at 100.
The magical number. Now
And we have... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, it's looking like episode 100. We're not even going to get, we had this big thing planned. We were going to rent out a theater. We were going to do it live on stage, get all the Scruff disciples out there, bring in special guests like Barnett. But looks like because of Corona, we'll have to wait for 200 for that. Maybe 150. We'll see.
We still do have a little bit of a special surprise for episode 100, though.
Yeah, we do have ideas cooking. I mean,
a little.
I know it's we don't do research on the podcast. We don't pre-read the emails. We never pre-read the articles. But we do put some thought into things here.
Every so often.
Yeah. That's what makes it such a treat. It's rare.
See there, I give you a Zoom thumbs up for that one.
And I'm gonna go back and give you the clap emoji. Yes, Queen. Hopefully the listeners will notice that the audio should be better this week.
Yes,
because we did a secure handoff of one of our regular studio mics to Dan to use in his home studio.
That's right. I've got an actual proper mic now. And you know what? I am not liking my new setup.
Oh, really?
I like the freedom of my old setup, I was just using my headphone mic. I could walk around anywhere I wanted to, Free flowing.
You pace around while you do the podcast?
Now I'm sitting on the couch right now. I feel like my back's a little sore. Feel a little uncomfortable.
No, it is a little strange because
trying to find a comfortable spot, I just can't find one.
People who know me will know that when I talk on the phone, I'm a pacer. I'll pace back and forth.
I think as most people are, right?
But then when I do the podcast, I sit down and I'm just stuck in the chair and I'm doing nothing but talking for 45 minutes to an hour or whatever. It's also hard to get a grasp on how long the podcast goes when we record it this way because you don't have the waveforms counting up alongside the clock.
Oh, true. Yeah.
See,
I guess we could just literally check. Okay, we started at, 10:20 and we just go from there.
Yeah, but I mean, we never really keep track. You guys get what you get.
Pretty much. Sometimes it's an hour or sometimes it's 30 minutes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Today might be 30 minutes.
Yeah. We have pretty much nothing in the notes. If you guys listened last week.
What's funny is we say today may be 30 minutes, but they already know how long it is.
That's true, yeah. We don't know
Isn't that
yet.
crazy? They already know. We don't know how long it is right now, but they know.
How long was it?
Let us know.
Right into ScruffCast@gmail.com. Tell us, how long was the podcast? What was your favorite minute?
In the future. Can you still hear me well?
Yeah.
The setup, man. God damn it. I'm just going to switch back. I don't care. I don't even care about the quality anymore.
It's a pandemic. We're going with where we're going,
All right,
Listeners last week may have heard some of the on the fly technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah.
With our connection. But hopefully it turned out all right.
I haven't even heard it yet. I heard it's... does a little bit of that.
It was of dubious quality, we'll say.
I'm sure we're bound to have a little bit more of that today, so...
Yeah, we'll see.
All righty.
All right. Well, we did have a listener write into us this week, Dan. Just like you guys can. A listener wrote into us at ScruffCast@gmail.com, where you guys can send your comments and questions, concerns, praise, just general praise for us, whatever it may be. Send it to ScruffCast@gmail.com or at ScruffCast on Twitter.
Please.
Subject line is, and this is another beefy one, so buckle up. Subject line is, turns out love is not blind. What's up, Scruffers? Nice to chat with both of you the other day. John, the flow is looking shaggy, all in capitals. I like it. So, to give the listeners a heads up, this is our friend Chris, who was the author of the really beefy email from a couple weeks ago. He said he's going to write in with his thoughts on Love is Blind, and he never did. Based on the subject line, because we don't pre-read the emails, I'm assuming that's what this is. And thanks for the compliments on the flow, Chris. Now, listeners don't see it, but I've been growing out my hair in this quarantine because I don't trust Taryn to cut my hair. Just gonna say, I just don't trust.
You know what? This is interesting. We bring this up because like this is a whole topic of discussion is quarantine cuts.
Yeah, the no choice haircutters.
Because guess what? I got one.
And you know what? Yours turned out pretty swaggy.
I got me a quarantine cut. It's a mohawk. Because,
why not?
Every responsible 29-year-old needs a good mohawk. I'm a cool dad, you know? I'm not like those other dads. I'm a cool dad.
Yeah, you're gonna let all the other kids will want to come over there, right? To hang out because Leah will have like, you know, the cool parents.
Yeah. We buy them alcohol.
Yeah. But Dad, I'm only 13. That just means you're 6 years ahead of schedule on being cool.
You're welcome. All right.
And the kids go back and they're like, but Leo's parents let us drink beer.
Well, Leo's parents are irresponsible. His dad has a mohawk, for God's sake.
We always worry we're never going to have enough. Somehow.
I know, then we ramble on. Yeah. My mom actually cut my dad's hair, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How'd that go? Because I remember one time he went to Shea Dan for a cut. And
he went a few times. Yeah, my haircut I gave him is still better, but this one's pretty good, too.
We'll have to have... He can write in and... or if listeners are upset with haircuts given to them by their significant others, they can anonymously write in if they'd like.
Oh, I like that. We will not put you on blast. You could just tell us about how much you hate your haircut.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, you guys can just write to us. I know we roast you when you email, but we could just be a sort of anonymous venting platform. You know, whatever.
Yeah, are you having relationship troubles? Let us know. We probably won't help.
What was that thing? It used to be like in newspapers back in the day, like Ask Jane or Ask Abby.
Oh, it was Dear Abby. Wasn't that
Dear
what it
Abby.
was? Dear Abby, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who does a good version of that too is like Bill Burr on his podcast. I don't know if he still does, but he used to do that at like the end of his episodes. Someone would email in with like a problem they have, and he like tries to solve it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I stopped listening to a podcast a while ago, but it's so good.
Yeah,
I got to get back into it. I would always love he'd do douchebag of the week.
Yeah.
We used to do jabroni of the week, similar.
Yeah, a little spin-off of ours, you know, jabroni of the week.
But. Yeah, I'll let the listeners in on a bit of a secret. So when we first formed the ScruffCast, I was heavily into Bill Burr's podcast. That's sort of where I took inspiration for how we do the descriptions. You know, each week Jon and Dan talk about whatever, and more. Because the way he would kind of, you know, structure his like this week, Bill rambles about this and more, or something like that. So
yeah,
it's a little pro tip, not pro tip, but I guess peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, back to the beefy, because it's a beefy email. Yes. We got through one sentence.
Oh boy.
Email goes on to say here, Dan, I have to say, I listened to the whole album from 5 Seconds of Summer. It's pretty solid. I can see why you like Wildflower. It's a bit of a banger. It's an energizing song. It reminds me of Shut Up and Dance, although not quite on that level.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's true. You know what? I was hoping for a little bit more from him then. It's pretty solid.
Well, I mean, he sent this at 1:39 a.m., so maybe he was like, coming down.
That's all the energy he had to give. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty solid. Yeah, why is he still awake at 1:40 in the morning?
I can't comment because I read the email immediately.
Yeah, I know. That's what's funny too. I found that too. Is like because me and John share the ScruffCast email, obviously. So I have it on my phone too, and like sometimes in the morning, I'll like right before I go to work, I'll like check out the emails and stuff, and I see that one was sent at like 1:30 in the morning, and it's already been opened. And I'm like, I know John's not awake now.
No,
so he was obviously awake when this email came in, which is why I turn my notifications off.
The email goes on to say here. Also, thanks for that super compliment last week saying, talking about my musical palette. John was right. I had a serious tingle when I heard the shout out. See, I have a sense for the tingle. I know when it's out there.
You got the tingle sense.
Yep. All right. Down to the brass tacks. Love is Blind. So,
oh boy, here
somehow,
we go.
If you guys haven't watched this already, we're obviously going to just go in depth and spoilers on the couples.
Can I make a note here?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I just say, like, this is going to be the final time we speak of Love is Blind?
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Until the second season, obviously.
Yeah, we gave the listeners, what's it been now, like 3 or 4 weeks to email us. So, yeah, because we were watching it before the quarantine happened. So you guys have had your chance. And Chris is writing in with the email to end the Love is Blind discussion.
That's right. I think a lot of people don't care about it either. So
no,
this is it.
But we care, and it's our podcast, so we're going to read it. All right.
Amen.
All right, down to the brass tacks. Love is Blind. I watched this show with Tiff a few weeks ago. Honestly, I had no interest in watching it, and she had it on, but it kind of sucks you in a little bit. I missed the entire part of the show where they were in the separate pods and started watching from the time they had already gotten engaged. The pod segment was a good one, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. There was a lot of serious duds on this show. Some of them just absolutely sucked as people, but at the same time, I guess that's what makes the show tense. I'm going to start off with your boy, Barnett. Going to be real. I initially thought he was a bit of a douche nozzle. See, that's because he missed his magic in the pods, Chris.
We can just stop reading this email right now. Yeah, the whole reason we fell in love with Barnett is from the pods. The pods Barnett, you know?
Yeah, that first impression.
Yeah. He was so funny. He's the only person on that show that was like just real and would just like, make jokes and didn't care. You know what I mean? He was the only real one. The rest of them were all trying to like impress these other people. Oh my God, I love you already. Oh my God.
So
are you crying? Because I'm crying too. Douche nozzle.
The fact that he went by his last name caught me off guard, but I gotta say, I started to like him more as the show went on. Watching the first episode as I typed this for the first time, and he's pretty dreamy, not gonna lie. He came
Isn't
around
he
to him.
Ever? Yeah.
I think missing the first episode put me at a bit of a disadvantage since I didn't get any explanations and just got tossed into a Barnett Amber tornado.
Oh, true. Yeah, you needed to experience Barnett before Amber.
Yeah,
he was the real G.
I agree with you guys though. How it seemed like he totally had his shit together and it was going to fall apart at the end. I didn't really like Amber either. This is going to be a judge couple minutes for you guys. This is going to be a judge couple minutes. Judgy, he means?
Is he judging us over these next couple minutes?
Must be judgy.
Sorry.
He's judging the response we have. The bisexual guy, Carlton, was the worst man. That scene at the pool where he was explaining himself started off like, oh man, that's pretty huge. Hope she doesn't freak out. And then she had a totally reasonable reaction to getting news like that after he proposed, being like, I just need some time to think. And then he throws this huge fit that no one ever gets him, and that's why he was afraid to tell her. Well, fucking obviously that's the reaction you're going to get every time if you wait until after you're in the middle of your engagement before you tell someone you're bisexual when you've known the whole damn time.
Yeah, he's right. Oh, but that blow up they had at the pool, like when they end their engagement, classic.
Yeah.
Like so good.
You guys can go back a couple episodes. I think like 2 episodes ago, we went like our in-depth discussion of Love is Blind.
Yeah.
If you guys want our in-depth thoughts. Another person I hated, fucking Jessica, bro. Like, this girl is so in love with Barnett the whole show, and poor Mark is just the most positive second option person on the face of the earth and tries so hard to be the guy, and she just strings that boy along the whole way. She's the sloppiest drunk ever, and I can see why she's single. Mark is such a bro. I just wanted to get a beer with him when he got left at the altar. The poor little guy. There's a little like addendum here. Yo, I'm writing this blurb after watching the second episode before Barnett proposes, and he's like telling Jessica that he's not sure what she's feeling. And she goes off on him like, I don't fuck with people like you. I'm not entertaining this conversation. Like, you don't even know what you want. And then this is all in capitals here. Bitch, you just told Mark you want to explore all your options and want him to understand where you were coming from. And then you flip on Barnett for asking the same thing? Yeah.
Yeah, this is exactly what I didn't understand about this show. How, like, she was all mad at Barnett about that. Because I was like, this is literally the purpose of this show is to, like, see all your options. You know what I mean? It's like speed dating. You just can't see much. Yeah, and then, okay, now I'm going to narrow my options down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just got sucked into his dreaminess.
Yeah, she's so stupid, but I would get sucked into.
Damien and Giannina are just a straight disaster. She's the most conceited one on the show, I think, and all the things he says about her being obsessed with her phone and it ruining their relationship was spot on. But man, if him saying no wasn't the most cold-blooded thing ever after they kind of made up and were trying. I can't remember if they were together and dating after the show. I think you said they were. They are. Which I think makes sense. I would have been like, let's make an agreement to both say no and then continue dating after the show. I think that's what some of the couples had said. Like in the reunion. Yeah. All right. Cameron and Lauren are the most legit. Their relationship seems the most real. I was rooting for them the whole time, and I was super worried and would have been seriously rattled if she said no at the end. I actually missed the episode where he rapped, and I went back and watched it. Worth every second.
My God, I forgot about that already. I'm gonna pull this up really quick on YouTube. I got to see it again.
It might not be on there. I don't know. I don't know if you can get stuff from Netflix on there, but it might be on.
It's got to be on here.
Goes on to say that would be my worst nightmare to have to rap in front of Tiff's family the first time I met them. Yeah, that'd be stressful.
God.
That's all in all, the show's pretty solid. It's an interesting concept, and I gotta say, being able to propose without ever seeing the person is something I don't know if I'd be able to do because it's such a huge commitment. Actually, I didn't realize there were other people on the show other than the people who got engaged, which speaks to how big of a deal it is. Man, you missed out on Rory.
Oh, Rory.
Yeah. I wonder how his quarantine's going. You hanging in there, Rory? Because Rory's the guy everybody in quarantine needs.
Yeah, I know. Everybody needs a Rory.
Rory's going and he's asking his elderly neighbors, do you guys need anything from the market? He's the kind of guy who calls it the market as well.
He calls it the market, yeah. I'm heading to the market. You guys need anything?
And he just buys the groceries. He's not even like, oh, no. I don't need your money.
Yeah, no, he's not asking for cash.
That's all for Chris's take on the blindness of love. Love needs glasses for the most part. Now for the second part of the long email, the top five. And then a bunch of asterisks here. I'm going to be honest. There's some recency bias in this list. Hey, it's your list, fair. Chris. Yep. Go off. All right. You guys may remember last week was top 5 movie characters. So
I do remember, yeah.
Starting with Chris's number 5. Aragorn of Arathorn, Lord of the Rings, Viggo Mortensen.
This is a good one, yeah.
This is one of my favorite characters from one of my favorite movie series. I originally chose Samwise, Frodo's broski. But I just love the character of Aragorn being like the always righteous savior, and the depth of his character and his involvement in the story and plot just make him a great choice. Plus, Viggo Mortensen is a beast of an actor.
True.
Shout out to Viggo. What a cool first name, too.
Viggo. Yeah, I know.
Reminds me of the Portuguese soccer legend, Luis Figo.
Figo, yeah.
Number 4. Number 4. Ethan Hunt, Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise.
Great choice.
This is one of my favorite entries on the list just because of the excitement factor of the movies. They're just such a good time, and Tom Cruise is a hell of an action stud. So there's not much else to say on this one except fuck Scientology.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Number 3, Captain Miller, Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks.
This is a solid choice, too.
The first time I watched this movie, I felt this overwhelming sense of melancholy and sadness. It was this profound thing that really put a humanism into war that really didn't click before because it had no reference point. I think Tom Hanks' performance solidified for me that war is full of just regular people. The trauma he had throughout the film were so relatable, and he played the role perfectly. That's a nice writing.
Yeah, that was good.
Number 2, Colonel Hans Landa, or Londa. I don't know. I've never seen the movie. Inglourious Bastards, Christoph Waltz. I think this is potentially my favorite villain in a movie. And that's tough to narrow down to one person, but the way that Christoph Waltz plays this almost cheeky evil person makes it all the more impactful. He almost keeps it too lighthearted at times, but it's so tied to his confidence and his preparedness that he really comes across as an unbeatable force. He's a great presence, and I think what makes a great villain is being multidimensional, which I think is done well in the complexity of the character. I do agree that a multidimensional villain is what makes the villains the best. A good villain makes them interesting.
Agreed.
You need something beyond like, I'm the villain, I'm evil. Honorable mention, War Daddy Collier. Fury, Brad Pitt. Firstly, if either of you like war movies and haven't seen this movie, please watch it. Do it for me. It's so fucking good. Now, I haven't seen this movie, actually.
I have.
Is it good?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm a big Shia LaBeouf fan, too, so when he's in it.
Fair enough.
I like him, yeah.
Rarely does a movie make me emotional enough to tear or feel overwhelmed, but damn if this band of brothers doesn't tug on some heartstrings. All the characters involved in the tank crew, led by Brad Pitt's character, mesh so well and create this great bond with each other and pull you in, and Brad Pitt just kills the role as the leader. Yeah, it's very rare that a movie actually, gets the tears out of me or almost gets me there.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
Number 1, Tony Stark, Marvel Universe, Robert Downey Jr. I feel like we all know what's up with this one. I totally agree with Dan on picking characters from series since you get to form a bigger bond with them and develop a more fleshed out character. Tony Stark is just a quintessential hero. He is cocky but relatable and selfless and vulnerable, and a father figure, and so many other things that form one of the greatest on-screen characters of all time, in my opinion. And I'll say one of the best cast characters as well. Robert Downey Jr. is perfect for the role.
Yeah. I actually had him on my list originally and kind of took him off near the end, but fantastic character.
Yep, that's a good choice, Chris. The email continues. Other than that, things have been pretty good with me. Thanks for asking. Just working from home, trying to stay busy.
Did we ask him at all?
We must have. Or I don't know. See, he's just banking on us not remembering. And if you did, you fooled us. You pulled one by us here.
You did, because we don't remember.
Missing out on hanging out with family and friends in person. Classic cliche quarantine things. Stay cough-free, homies. Well,
I was just clearing my throat there.
That was a good email. And I mean, you guys know we need all the content we can get on this podcast.
Amen. I love reading emails like that.
Up until 1:39 a.m. last night, the notes for this week were empty.
Yeah, and then we threw in Chris's email as the
and that was
nothing got added to that. Speaking of Tom Hanks, you just reminded me. First off, Tom Hanks, like anything he does is just fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, he holds it down for the Lord.
Yeah. No, Tom Hanks, not Tom Cruise.
Oh, Tom Hanks. I was thinking Tom Cruise, sorry.
Tom Hanks might be, I think Tom Hanks is regular height. No, but like another one I want to say was Sully. The movie Sully. Yes. His performance in that. Oh my God. That movie was so intense, man. Like when the plane's actually like going. Have you seen the movie?
I'm familiar with the real events. Oh, dude,
what are you doing? Well, of course. So when the plane's like going down, right? First off, the whole time he's like extremely calm, but like you could like feel the tension in the airplane. They do like the whole scene, right? And so he's telling ground control or whatever, right? They're saying, "Okay, try to fly to New Jersey Airport." He's like, "I'm going in the Hudson." Oh no, you can make it. I'm going in the Hudson, right? So then like everything's like calm and cool, like, and even in the plane, it's like quiet. It's like eerily quiet, right? All the passengers don't really know what's going on or whatever. And then he just comes on the intercom. He's like, "This is your captain speaking. Brace for land, or like brace for impact," or something like that. Instantly, like, oh man, it gave me just a chill through my whole body. I was like, oh man, that'd be so intense hearing that. Like the whole scene was fantastic.
Yeah, I like Tom Hanks. You know what movie I watched maybe a month ago or so, maybe a little bit longer now, that I'd never seen? Charlie Wilson's War. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never even heard of it.
He plays like a senator from Texas or something, and he's like trying to get funding for like some war between, I don't know, the like Afghans and somebody else, something like that. Anyways, it's a good movie. Right. So good that I forgot what exactly the details, but
you could put him just like any role he does. You could put him on a top 5 list. Yeah. Like no problem. Yeah, he's awesome. He's so good. He seems like a good person too, a good human being.
Yeah, and he was one of the first big cases of the corona, but he survived.
He survived it. Yeah. Thank God. Yeah. Oh, what's crazy too, going back to that Sully thing. I don't know if I ever mentioned this on the podcast before, but our one of our other guest hosts, Ian, used to work for, was it E1 he used to work for?
Just putting his employment history on blast on the podcast.
Oh, he doesn't work for them anymore. He's had like 6 jobs since then. So anyway, he used to work for them. But he used to get like cool perks. And so he asked me one day, he's like, "Oh, like I got kind of pre-screening tickets to go see that movie Sully at the Scotiabank Theater downtown. You want to go?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. Sounds good." So we went or whatever, and we're in the theater. And so like before the movie starts, a guy comes out. He's like, "Oh, hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out," whatever, right? He's like, "So we have a special guest here to speak to you guys." And it was the actual Sully, like the actual pilot himself.
Eh? You'd think like special guest, what? Like, it was somebody that worked on the film or something, not the actual Sully. Like what's he doing there?
Yeah, it was like the actual Sully, and he came into the theater and like spoke to us and stuff like that. I was like, "No way, this is crazy!" Like I'm about to watch a movie about what this guy actually did. And you know what's the craziest thing too? Is like that guy got Tom Hanks to play him.
Dude, that's a pretty good pull. Like, imagine
that's insane.
You I don't know, something happens or like some event, it like hoists you up to like superstardom, and then you have a movie made about you, which is incredible. But then you get like Gilbert Gottfried plays you. You're like,
I know. But God damn it. You know what I mean?
You can't complain.
Steve Buscemi.
I like Steve Buscemi, but I wouldn't want him to play me in a movie.
No, I like him too. No,
you could
definitely
play Kalon. Because he's in my entourage, right?
Hope
he's hanging in there in quarantine. We haven't heard from him in a little while. He did email a couple weeks back.
Yeah, he did, yeah. But we'd like another one just to see how he's doing. All right, I got a question for you then. And this is good. This is a question for everybody, actually. Anybody can answer this one. If you had a movie based on your life, who would you want to play you? Now make it somewhat realistic. No, actually, no, you don't have to, actually. I take it back. It doesn't have to be realistic at all. Anyone you want. This could almost be a top 5.
But I think, is it like a biographical movie, so it's my real life story?
Let's just say within the next 10 years you do something cool to warrant having a movie.
I have Michael Fassbender. I like him.
Really?
I mean, is it like a 1-to-1 like fit? Nah, he's cooler than me. But I like him, so I pick him. It depends on like the age range. I'm trying to think what's the cool thing I'm doing. But he's one of the first ones that comes to mind. What would your choice be?
Fair enough. Probably Zac Efron.
Dude, that's a good choice.
Same kind of physique in general, the two of us. So.
What, in his High School Musical?
Yeah, Zac Efron. No, God, I wish I looked
get the body of like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, I really like him. I don't know why, and I feel like he's a little underrated as an actor. I feel like he can do some big things. He just hasn't been given the opportunity yet.
Yeah, like sometimes
or Shia LaBeouf. I like Shia LaBeouf a lot.
Shia LaBeough's a good one too.
I would need to like within the next 10 years like go to jail or something like that for him to play me though. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf's a little crazy, Like
I don't even want to use the term weathered, but like battle hardened, let's say.
Yeah, because I already feel a little weathered right now.
Like you need to
definitely not battle hardened.
No, you need to be a little like you've been through some stuff.
Exactly.
For him to fit into the role.
Yeah, Zac Efron. Oh yeah. Or of course Leonardo DiCaprio. That's like the obvious one. But I feel like
But I'm too intimidated to pick him in this hypothetical scenario because it's like, yeah, come on, he's too cool.
Yeah, he's too good to play me. Even if this movie was directed by Martin Scorsese, I still couldn't get him to play me.
Yeah. Oh, you know who else? Another pick I'd pick for me? Tom Hardy.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Tom Hardy's so cool.
He is. Have you ever seen the movie? We're just chatting for ourselves here, but
yeah,
whatever. Have you seen the movie The Drop?
No.
I liked it.
No.
It's pretty good.
I'll have to check that. Oh, I saw it on Netflix.
I watched it
I saw it
a couple of years back. I think it's like from like 2015 or so.
Yeah, he's like, it's funny because I don't know if I consider him one of my favorite actors, but I just think he's really cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
Like, yeah, every role he does is just like, I don't know, he just brings something cool to it. Then again, I had him on my list last week.
He's got a cool name though, Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Yeah. Like, yeah.
Crazy. When you said it like that, I don't know, made me think like, maybe it's not as cool as I thought.
Tom Hardy. Yeah. Think about it. He played Bane.
Yeah.
Just watched that movie the other night too.
Oh, really?
Actually, I had it on the background when we were playing Jackbox
on
Saturday night. Yeah, I had it on the background. Yeah, so he plays Bane. Have you seen the movie Legend or Legends? Legend?
No. Oh, is this the one where he has a twin?
Yeah. He plays like the twin as well, right? That's actually a really good movie.
Shout out.
But it's like it's goddamn impossible to understand what they're saying.
Oh yeah,
they use the like accent. That grimy, gross British accents, and I had to put subtitles on. It's brutal, but that's a good like kind of like mob kind of movie.
I always appreciate crime related movies.
Me too.
Because in alternate universe, I'd be a master criminal pulling off heists.
We know you're all about heists.
Yeah. The biggest heist I've pulled off so far is managing 97 plus hours worth of people's attention span on this somehow.
Oh my God, I know, eh?
Man, like I'd understand if it was like we started this and it was a pandemic, but like you guys had lives.
Before this.
Yeah. You guys are like getting up early and it's like, got to commute to work. And you're like, yeah, let me spend my early morning hours to start my real life day off by listening to these two chuckle fucks talk about whatever.
I know. I would never listen to us like ever in my life. Like if you and Kaylon started your own podcast together, 100% would not listen to you guys.
Especially when it's like, see, I'm not even offended. Especially when it's like so free form. Every week you tune in, you're like, what are we going to get? And it's like, oh, they're just talking about how they like Tom Hardy for 10 minutes this week.
There's zero structure to this whole thing.
No.
It's gotten worse as time has gone on, as far as structure goes. We would try to like have some structure in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
We maybe tried to over structure it, if anything. And now it's just we literally don't have anything anymore, which I find much more enjoyable.
It is. We used to do the article.
Maybe that's just because we're just talking to each other now, right?
Yeah.
Which is what maybe everybody else hates this, but
it's almost more of a seamless flow, like recording through Zoom. Because before, right, we're just sitting around shooting the shit, whatever. It's like, okay, time to record. Mics are on. But like now, the only difference is I just click record.
Yeah.
Right, and we just continue.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, we're already here, right? Before we're like, okay, let's go into the studio room and then let's do it. But we're already here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, we got a big milestone coming up. We need your guys' ideas. I'm going to put out the call right now because I know sometimes you guys are like a week or so behind, and especially now you might not have your regular commutes, obviously, anymore. So after this, we have 98, 99, and 100. So it's like 3 weeks after this. Email us, ScruffCast@gmail.com, or tweet us, or I don't know if you know us personally, text us, tell us. Just let us know. No, email us because we want to share it with the other listeners. What do you guys want to see for like, the next phase of the ScruffCast? Do you like the way things are going?
Yeah.
Are you tired of top
the next
5?
century?
Do you miss some of the old segments? Yeah. The next century. I like that.
Yeah.
Because we're giving you plenty of time to think about it now. We need your suggestions, your thoughts, your ideas. It's like that employee.
Time change things up.
When you get that like the employee review evaluation. Me and Dan are working on filling out ones for each other. We're going to read them on air on episode 100. All the way, like Festivus, all the ways I've been let down.
By me.
Yeah.
All right. I'm on board.
Yeah. So let us know. Let us know what you guys think. We've been saying it since the very beginning. What do you guys want? Because like there is literally no structure right now.
None at all. We'll do whatever you guys want us to do.
Yeah, pretty much. We're easy that way.
Anything.
All right.
All right. Shall we?
I think we shall.
It's time for the top 5.
Five.
John, what is our top 5 this week?
Our top 5 this week is top 5 dream careers.
That's
you
right.
You could have any career.
If we weren't doing the cool things we're doing now, what would we be doing?
Yeah.
What would we want to do? Because all 5 of my choices are unrealistic. I wouldn't be doing any of these.
Yep, we're emphasizing the dream part of dream careers.
That's right. All right. I guess I'll start, huh?
Take it away.
Okay, my number 5, an astrophysicist.
It's a good one.
Now, this one is quite the stretch since I didn't even I didn't take science beyond grade 10. So this one's quite the stretch. But I think I've talked about it on the podcast before. But as time's gone on, like the older I've gotten more into like space and astrophysics and stuff like that. And I wish I like go back and take physics and stuff in high school just to have a little bit better understanding of all this stuff I read about, because like it takes me 10 times longer because I read this stuff about space or astrophysics or whatever, but then like half the words I got to Google because I don't even know what they're talking about. And then I got to go back and read the article again because I forgot what the article's already been saying.
See, they do that so then you click on it twice. Like at the end.
That's true. Twice. Yeah. Good for them. Yeah, but like I love Neil deGrasse Tyson and, I'd want to be that cool astrophysicist guy.
Yeah, it's like, that's a cool job, but it's even cooler to manage to take it and turn it into like a mainstream name, like Bill Nye. Well, I don't know if Bill Nye is an astrophysicist, but scientist of some sort.
Yeah.
Or like Neil deGrasse Tyson. Like, dude, how many astrophysicists can the average person name?
That's probably it.
If they can name, like probably none, but if they can name one, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson.
For sure. Yeah.
How do you become famous as an astrophysicist?
I know, he nailed it.
Right?
Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah,
I saw him live a couple years ago.
I know, I'm jealous.
He came to Toronto. That's a good
one.
All
right. Thank you.
My number 5. I would like to be a professional podcaster.
Oh. Just
sitting around shooting the shit each week. Now, if I'm a professional, maybe I do a couple more podcasts a week. Oh, this is what it'd be. I'd have like a Joe Rogan-esque podcast where I'm putting the podcast out there, but really it's just for me. I just get to talk to cool random people each week about whatever cool stuff they do. That'd be the dream.
That's
imagine
a
how
good
cool
one.
that is. Imagine how many random facts and like conversations.
I'm listening to the Joe Rogan podcast right now, actually.
Oh yeah, who's the guest?
Not right this second, obviously. Chris D'Elia.
Oh, very nice. I recently listened to. I just sort of periodically listen to them, but I recently listened to his one from last year with Edward Snowden. It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one. Joe Rogan's podcast is great.
Yeah. So I'd essentially just be Joe Rogan. Professional podcast. That's my number 5.
All right. My number 4. Be part of a special operations team.
Oh, that's a good
one. Like in the military, you know what I mean? I wouldn't just want to be like in the army. I'd want to be like special ops, you know? I'd want to have all like the cool training. I'm like, you know, just really good with guns.
You're like the team
I'm really
they're sending.
fit, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like the team they're sending in after Osama bin Laden.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what I would go for. So I don't know. It's just so cool. Like, you know what I mean? You see these like special ops guys, and like, I don't know, they just seem so badass. That's just from movies, obviously. I've never met any of them, but
no. Or maybe you have, but you don't know. That's how secretive they are.
Good one. Yeah,
so that's reveal. Avoided.
That's definitely what
episodes.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like you're just the guys that sit there and don't do anything, but then you get the call, and like, oh, that call it's a serious call. The one you're getting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We need you to take out Kim Jong-il or Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, who apparently recently just died.
Apparently he's alive.
Apparently he's alive? See, isn't it so sketchy we don't even know? Alive. Dude, North Korea, if I'm him, he's the kind of guy who's like, yeah, we'll tell them I'm dead. We'll see how they respond. Dude.
I know, and then when everybody's cheering, he's like, what? Scared. Yeah, that guy's a friggin' psycho, man. I hope he's dead.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
You know what's nuts though is they're saying his sister may take over.
Yeah,
if he were to die, his sister would take over. And have you looked at her?
Like, have you seen a picture? She gives like those Cruella DeVille scary vibes,
man. And like some freaking stupid woman on Twitter was like when it was like talking about him dying, she was like, "Oh, you know, this is what the world needs is more female leadership." I was like, "Bitch, this is a dictatorship." First off, like they're evil, and this is like an evil. Okay, there's evil men and evil women. Okay,
yeah,
and if like they're on the same scale of evil, the evil woman is more evil somehow
because they lure you in.
Yeah, like Kim Jong-un will think about sending nukes to America. You know, he's like, those bastards, I'm going to get them. But he doesn't have the full-on confidence to go through with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She doesn't care. She's like, kill them all. I don't care. She will nuke them. Wouldn't even think twice about it.
I don't doubt it. And like the thing is, if you're going to have to live under an evil dictatorship, like would you rather have the leader be this scary-ass looking woman or like this jolly yet evil looking chunky guy? Right?
He does not look very intimidating in fairness. No, right? She looks terrifying. Yeah,
yet their whole country is bizarre. But
I'm all for putting women in power. I want women to be a prime minister, president. Yeah, sure, that doesn't matter to me. But dear God, do not put a woman in charge of North Korea. Oh boy,
it's too much power.
Yeah, unless like they're going to turn into a democracy, then that's cool. Yeah, but if it's still the way it's going there, hell no.
No, I didn't hear that he was actually potentially still alive.
Yeah, I just read that today. Apparently South Korea is saying he's still alive.
Interesting.
Whatever, who cares?
All right. My number 4. Dude, what was your number 4? Oh, special ops.
Special ops, yeah.
My number 4, stunt driver. Oh, dude, I've always thought this would be such a wicked job, but I looked up one time, and in Hollywood, Hollywood stunt drivers, only 5% or so are employed at any given time. Because, I mean, how many do you really need, right? One per film.
How much stunt driving needs to be done, yeah.
Exactly. But I always thought this would be a cool job.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, there's not really much else to say. Just getting to drive fast cars and pull off stunts would be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was looking through lists to try to get inspiration from my top 5, and I saw stunt man, and I'm like, stunt driver.
Stunt driver. Yeah, I like that. All right, my number 3 is a sommelier. I think that's how you say it. The wine experts.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I'm going for. Now, this job is and this is actually somewhat achievable. This job, much more than all the others on my list. But you just take courses and stuff like that and learn about it. But anyway, so these people are such wine experts. They know they can taste wine and know the grape, know where it was grown. like all these different things about wine, and they pretty much work for restaurants, and they just like recommend wine pairings with foods and stuff like that. That's all they do. They make good money every year, and that's their job.
That'd be cool.
Fantastic job. And it's actually right now at work. My boss's son, who also used to work there years ago, he's back helping us right now because he got laid off because of COVID. But he's a bar manager at like a lounge in Burlington. And he actually took the first part of this class to be a sommelier.
It's like pretty rigorous testing.
Yeah, and like already he knows a lot about like wines and scotches and stuff like that. I guess just from working where it is, right? It's pretty interesting just talking to him about it. I like alcohol, and look at that. Not for like
alcohol, just
look good drunk. Yeah, no, but I like the whole process behind like all different alcohol, right? Like wine and like the making of it, and whiskey and scotch and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting because it goes quite in depth. So that'd be cool. That'd be cool to jump something like that.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Thank you.
My number 3, astronaut. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to be an astronaut? It's so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, since we're dreaming, right? I'm not one of the astronauts who just, never gets to go into space. I'm like,
that's the thing.
I'm flying out there. Like I'm on that Mars trip, baby. I mean,
yeah.
But we're dreaming, right? But
I'm not just spending 3 weeks in the space station.
Yeah.
I'm going to the moon.
I mean, not gonna lie, probably be a little freaky. But I mean, we're dreaming, so
you'd be prepared for it, right? Yeah,
exactly.
All right, that's a good one. Okay, my number 2 is a B-list actor / soap opera star.
Oh, dude, this is you hit the nail right on the head. This is a perfect
money
balance.
Zone, man. This is it because you make good money. Like you're a millionaire. You're not making millions of dollars. You're not making $30-40 million a year, right? You're making maybe $1-2 million a year, which is, dude, that's solid. You're still living in LA, living that LA lifestyle. You still got yourself a nice house. You're not recognized nearly as much as everybody else, but you get the confidence boost of every once in a while getting recognized,
Yeah.
Every so often.
See, that would be the thing I wouldn't like about fame. You can't like go up the street to Walmart or something.
Yeah, exactly. This is the perfect balance, right? Like I'd want to be like on Hawaii 5-0,
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want to be the lead. I'd want to be the second to the lead.
Right, because you don't want to get recognized by like the
police chief.
You don't want to get recognized by the young people, right? It's going to be like the 50-year-old women who watch Hawaii 5-0. And like all those CBC type shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Hawaii 5-0 is not on CBC, by the way. Before I could imagine people rolling their eyes. They recognize just enough
only Murdoch Mysteries is on that show.
Yeah. Just enough to boost your confidence. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the ideal
one.
slot.
I like that.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
All right. My number 2. And dude, it was so hard to just narrow this down to 5 since we're dreaming, right? Dreaming big.
Of course. Yeah.
I would like to be the general manager of my favorite hockey team, the New Jersey Devils.
Dude, that is a good one. Yeah.
Right? I mean, I love hockey. Obviously, I'm picking the team I love the most. Being the general manager would be awesome. And for non-sports, like inclined listeners out there, the general manager is what it sounds like. You generally manage the team. You're responsible for signing players, making trades, dealing with contracts, things like that.
Yep.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I didn't even think about that. All right, my honorable mention: the president of a biker gang.
That's a good one, though.
That's right. Yeah, I'd want to be like the head. You know what I mean? Of a biker gang. First off, I love that show, Sons of Anarchy. It's like the first show I like binge watched. Not binge watch, but like one of those big shows I watched all the way through. And I think motorcycles are cool. It'd be so cool to be part of a motorcycle gang. Obviously, you know what I mean. And I'm gonna call that a career. I don't even care.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. President of a motorcycle gang.
It's dream career. So
that's right.
My honorable mention: a professional golfer on the PGA Tour.
Oh, dude, why didn't I think of any
of
these?
Now, the reason it's my honorable mention is because, oh man, it would be so stressful.
Yeah.
So stressful. Like, so I couldn't vault it up higher onto the list. But, dude, first off, I'm just total shit, and I already love playing golf as it is, right? So imagine actually having the professional level skills. You just get to golf every day.
Oh, for sure.
That'd be the dream. And then when I'm older, I'd have my kid be the caddy. And then when I'm too old and they play, I'll caddy for them.
Yeah, that's my goal right now.
If it was like dream careers for kids, that'd be the number one for me, for my kids to have. So then I could just be the caddy, make a little bit of their earnings.
I know. I already
every day.
I already brought my 56-degree wedge out of my bag. I brought it in the house so I could practice my chipping.
Yeah,
from the balls and stuff I got from you. And Leo was like holding the club. I was like, "Oh, here comes the money. Let's go, Leo. Come on, make daddy rich."
Then he swings around and takes a nice 56-degree chunk out of the wall.
I know. Luckily, it's a little too heavy for him, so he's kind of just dragging it on the floor for now, anyway.
Yeah.
All right, my number one is to be a rock star. Maybe not like rock star, like Gene Simmons level, but like just a musician in general. Make money, make a healthy career off of being a musician.
Like, give me a comparable.
Avenged Sevenfold. Obviously.
Yeah, should have expected that.
You know what I mean? They're like famous enough that they make
have a following.
Good money, and they have a good sized following. But they're not like in tabloids and stuff. It's like the B-list celebrity, right? They're like B-list musicians, maybe.
Would you want to be a solo act, or would you want the group?
I'd want the group.
Solo act, you'd make more money though.
Yeah, I just need to make enough. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, fair enough.
You just make good money. Like, I don't need to be making $40 million a year like Ed Sheeran, right? Like, give me a couple million a year. I'm good with that. Let me make music, travel around the world. Yeah, I'm good with that.
I mean, as if there was any doubt to your number one.
Of course, that was
at least for me, because I know you. But
my dreams went downhill when I turned 18 and realized it wasn't going to happen, and that was it. I just settled for what I'm doing now.
Hey, dude, you never know. Wasn't there some musicians that rose to prominence when they're old already? There must be some.
Billy Talent.
Oh man, I haven't thought about Billy Talent in a long time.
No, I'm gonna have a few more kids and let's start like a Partridge Family.
There you go.
Jam with all of them.
Dude, look at the Jackson 5. Michael Jackson.
I know.
The most famous of all time.
Yeah, we got Leo. My sister and her boyfriend bought him a little like a drum set, like a kid's drum set.
Yeah.
He's been jamming on that, so hopefully we start a band one day. I'm pretty excited about it.
There you go.
All right.
We'll give you a free advertisement for the first album.
Thank you.
My number one. Now, anybody who's known me for a long time, and I think we talked about what the number one sort of dream careers we wanted on the very first episode.
Oh, really?
I think so.
But, Throwback Monday. Wow.
But the number one dream career for me that I wanted as a kid so bad, it would be my dream. A Las Vegas stage magician.
Yeah.
Dude, so cool. You get to
David
live
Copperfield.
Exactly. First off, you're making a shit ton of money, right? You're a big name star. But then you just get to live that life of magic, dude. You're out there like Lance Burton, moving and shaking. Snap your fingers, poof, there's a tiger. Snap your other fingers, poof, there's your attractive assistant. Snap your other fingers, the tiger eats the assistant. You snap your fingers again, the assistant's unharmed, and it's all magic. Everyone just going crazy. And you get to live in
oh man.
On the strip, the Las Vegas Strip, in like a huge penthouse apartment.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I've just always been fascinated with magic.
Do you remember as a kid when they used to like have the magic specials on TV?
Yeah. Where it's like, David Copperfield will make the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Yeah,
and it's like they go to commercial break and you're like, oh my God, holy shit, how did he make it disappear? But now you're like, no, man, they just like move the camera a little or something. Like,
yeah, exactly. It's just,
But as a kid, dude, just blowing my mind. I want that. Like, who wouldn't want to have magic powers?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I got like a funny story about that actually. So like Lance Burton, he did one of them on TV, right? So it was kind of like he did this one part where it was like interactive. He's like, okay, I want all the kids at home to grab a penny. Did I ever tell you this story?
I think so. I don't remember. You might have told it on the podcast like a long time ago.
Well, I'm going to tell it again.
Yeah, well, I want you to because I don't remember the story. So
he's like, I want everybody to grab a penny. I want you to like put it in between like the palm of your hands. You know what I mean? Like you clasp your hands together. And I don't know if you had to blow on your hands, whatever. But you squeeze it 3 times and say, Lance Burton, Lance Burton, Lance Burton. He's like, and then take that penny and put it underneath your pillow in the middle of the night. Like before you go to bed, and you're going to wake up, it's going to be a loony. And so we're like, whoa, no way. Right. So we did it and we woke up and it was a loony. Right. We're like, oh my God, like it worked. So my sister's friend, like my sister was a bit, I was maybe like 4 or 5 at the time. So my sister would have been like 8 or 9. So her friend also watched it, who lived down the street, and she did it too, and it didn't work. Right? And she was like, oh, like, what the hell? Like, how come it didn't work for me? Right? Now, when you're a kid, you don't know this, but like, our parents are watching this going like, this bastard. Now we got to go get loonies for these kids.
At least he said a loonie, right? Not like $5 bill.
He gave him a little wink like, come on, parents. Help me out here. But obviously, like, my sister's friend wasn't watching it with her parents. She was just watching it alone, right? So her parents didn't catch in on that clue. So she still had the penny, and we got loonies.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, I told the story before, but I'll just quickly tell it again, of The Masked Magician.
Yeah.
Where it was this TV show where a magician would show you the trick. Then they would, or the illusion, as they call it. And then they go to commercial break and come back, and the masked magician would then reveal how the trick was done. And he had to wear a mask because he was breaking the magician's code. So, of course, the other magicians...
It's on Netflix, eh?
Yeah, I saw that
or
recently.
It was anyway, yeah.
Because, of course, the other magicians would want to find this guy, beat him up.
Yeah,
that's why he wears the mask. And when I was a kid, it aired on TV, and this was back in the day of... And, like, dude, this is the thing kids will never know. Right? Of like, call now and order it on VHS, the next series of The Masked Magician. So it's like, Mom, you gotta call, please. I gotta get The Masked Magician. I need it.
Yeah.
So she does the mom thing, right? She picked up the phone and, is like, oh, hello. Yes, I'd like to order The Masked Magician tapes. Obviously just bullshitting, right?
Yeah.
This dumbass kid. You're like, oh, yeah, getting the magic tapes. And back then there was no Amazon Prime. You order these VHS tapes. You're waiting 3 weeks to a month or whatever.
You have no idea when they're coming in, yeah.
Yeah, it's just magic, right? And as a kid, you have no control over checking the mail or anything, right?
No.
So then she calls, I'm using air quotes here, and then I'm like, yay, whatever. I go to bed happy. I never think about it again. My mom's bluff worked out because years go by. I never think about these tapes. Then cut to like 2012-ish, because I remember I don't know why, but I was working at the Toyota factory, right? Yeah. Making like Lexus SUVs. That's what I did for a summer while I was in college. And for some reason, it just jolted into my head. The Masked Magician tapes. Are you kidding me? They never came in. My mom lied.
It's been 15 years. Yeah. They still haven't shown up.
Man, shipping must be really slow. And I don't know why. I just remembered and I was like, oh my God. And I can't even be mad because I'm like, damn. Your blood, that was magic right there. You really blessed me. That's awesome. There. Yeah. So,
I know.
I always had that fascination with magic as a kid.
We saw David Copperfield in Toronto.
Really?
Yeah, he made a car disappear on stage.
Dude,
like legit a full car. I don't know how he did it. And I was I was a teenager at this point too. Like I wasn't young.
As a very like I don't want like scientific based person sounds like I'm like sniffing my own farts, right? But we'll say like logical person, right? I know magic can't be real. But
no, it's not. Yeah, but right? It's how they do this stuff is like so impressive. Like
a couple of years ago, I went to see Greg Freeman, international champion of magic in Niagara Falls with Tim. Yeah. And dude, I do not know how they do some of these things. Okay, I got called up onto the stage. I might have told the story on the podcast already, but oh well. I got called up onto the stage, and there was a box. Or well, he's looking for volunteers, so I was like, I love magic. Get me up there. I want to get in on the magic. And he gives me this box. And he says, okay, take out the lid, look what's inside and read it to the audience. And it was a Lotto 649 ticket. And before this, I think I got up on the stage and he had me hold the box. And then he threw like a beach ball or something into the crowd. Right?
Yeah.
He tossed it. Right. And, it's kind of, it's a beach ball. So, it's hitting off people, bopping around, whatever. Somebody catches it and he's like, okay, name a number between 1 and 49. Bop it just to anywhere else in the room. Same thing, right? Until it got to 6 people and he had them all name numbers. They named the numbers. Sure enough, I opened the thing. He says, okay, look what's inside. Tell the audience. Look at the time it was bought, which is like that afternoon.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the same day. And sure enough, the numbers matched. And I was like, dude, this is
how
magic.
Do you do that? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But even more amazing was he just had some dude, he rolls up his sleeves. Okay, so he's got like bare sleeves, right, from the elbow down, nothing but skin.
Yeah.
And he's got these colorful handkerchiefs. And that's it. Dude, he like crunches them off his hand. Boom. Dude, a full-size parrot flies out over the thing. And I'm just like, dude, This is magic. Like, I'm like, how? Like,
I know.
I don't understand
I know
how
what
this
you
could
mean,
happen.
yeah.
And it was so funny because he made a tiger disappear, and there was this Asian guy ahead of us, and he was like, just do it. You know, have you ever seen that the meme, the Jackie Chan, like his mind's blown meme? It was like, that's what the guy was like, so what? Like his mind was blown, the tiger disappeared.
That's hilarious.
So
yeah, magic is.
I just love magic.
Cool. My parents' friends were in Vegas, and they stayed at the Luxor Hotel, and they were riding in the elevator with Chris Angel.
Oh, dude, Chris Angel. I forgot about him. He was like the hot shit
Remember
for like
that?
a couple years.
Remember we used to go to Brinkus' house and watch Mind Freak all the time?
Dude, we could just do like a segment called like Brinkus Stories. Oh, speaking of segments, was there ever an update on that Sleep Talk one?
Dude, she literally hasn't done it since I brought that up.
Dude,
she did it about 300 times before that, and that's it now. I thought I was going to get her the other night, and she kind of just went like, and she fell back asleep. God damn it. She shouldn't have brought anything up on the podcast. Now I just look foolish. Maybe I'll start making shit up.
Yeah, dude, the listeners won't know.
Yeah, she turned around and said,
I love the ScruffCast. Go subscribe on YouTube. Even in her sleep, she supports her.
That's right. All right. Yeah, let us know your top 5. What the hell is our top 5? What did we just do? Oh, dream
careers. Yeah, then we went off onto a tangent about magic.
Yeah.
We always worry, we're not going to have anything to talk about. We squeaked out like another hour.
Oh, boy. Yeah, let us know your top 5 dream careers. And also let us know who you'd want to play you in a movie.
Like a little question to ponder. Throwing it back.
Yeah, a little question to ponder. Who would you want to play you in a movie? Let us know.
Yes.
Email us, scruffcast@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at ScruffCast. On Instagram at The ScruffCast. We have a TikTok account at ScruffCast. There's no TikToks, but the account exists.
We'll get there maybe someday.
Yeah. Yep. This quarantine has had Taryn starting to make me make TikToks for her. She's like writing and directing the TikToks. I'm just her lackey. All right, do this. Okay, stand on the stairs and record while I walk by and do this.
You're her monkey.
Yeah, pretty much.
All righty. Anything else?
Nope. That'll do.
All right. That was episode 97 of the ScruffCast. Thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll catch you next time.
Got me like, as I'm watching her go. All I'm thinking is, oh, damn, that bad thing. I can tell you're really good at distracting.
Zac Efron? Oh yeah.